Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Sustainable Scoop. Here in Arlington, Virginia, we think about our military every day, from all the individuals who come here to the Pentagon and to Walter Reed, as well as people who are deployed around the country that where their families are grateful for the work that they do. One of the challenges that they run into very often is that they're in the line of fire, and many times people are injured while serving the military. Joining me today is Dr. Chuck Toftoy. He's a professor, he's an author, but a lot of people don't know he's a former Army Ranger and also a Purple Heart recipient himself. Welcome, Dr. Toftoy.
Good to be here.
Thank you so much for this wonderful work you're doing with the Wounded Warrior Mentor Project. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's a program that's incredible. Started in 2004 by classmates of mine at West Point, and now it's nationwide. But it's when you're a mentor, you know, you have a wounded warrior that's come back from like Iraq and Afghanistan, and the injuries are just a diverse type of thing. Like I've done 9 wounded warriors.
You've had 9 people come to you for mentoring and guidance.
Yeah, over this time I've had 9 wounded warriors. And what you do is you mentor the one wounded warrior one-on-one until he or she leaves the treatment center at Walter Reed. So
and not all of them are from here. They're from around the country, right?
Oh, sure, yeah, they're all from around the country. But I mean, they're at Walter Reed because they've got to get through the process, you know, of this injury.
Recovery.
You know, the prosthesis and physical therapy, and some have taken, I've been with them 1.5 years. So some are a little shorter than that, but then they go from here. When they go from here, then as a mentor, I lose that person. But it's nationwide, so another mentor can pick them up somewhere else in the country.
Well, I'm glad you're mentioning that it's a mentor project. We don't want people to confuse the Wounded Warrior Project with the Wounded Warrior Mentor Program.
Yeah, that's a good point, because we're 100% volunteers.
Gotcha.
Even the person on top of our organization, all the staff and everything, they're all volunteers.
And the reason they're volunteering?
Pardon?
And the reason that they're volunteering?
Well, because their heart's in the right place, you know. The Wounded Warrior Project, no offense, but they solicit funds, they're paid salaries and things like that. So we're strictly mentors to them, and we try to do things like, we talked about it before, make sure they get all their benefits, that they get their Social Security, disability, that they take the various tests and meet the physical and mental boards that they have to do, the Veterans Administration aptitude test, things like that, that some of them are in such sort of shape because of being under treatment.
Well,
that,
it's an emotional thing to go through.
Yeah,
not just for the warrior, but for their family too.
Oh, their families too.
So you offer some support to the family and kind of become a part of the family.
That's right. Boy, some of these, well, by the way, we talked about it before, there's men and women on that. We've had women with both legs off above the knee, you know. So, and women are really involved in this program. A lot of the case managers are women, and each wounded warrior has a case manager to go to for, like you said earlier about the resources. What resources can I get? Also, they ping on us too as mentors. It's really a great thing. And
well, tell me about a couple of your mentees.
Yeah, okay. There was 9 of them, not to mention any names, but they're all different experiences. I had 2 captains, and the rest were sergeants of the 9. And I had one that was had traumatic brain disorder, you know, disability, and he was on a suicide watch.
Wow.
And you know, you worry about things like, I'd worry at night, is he going to jump off the Rappahannock Bridge or something, you know? And finally, make a long story short, how you can help them. You find out what their interest is, and we don't have a lot of time, but quickly, his interests I found out were disadvantaged children. Just happened to find that out, so I had him do a business plan, and he wrote a business plan on that, you know.
So,
and his wife had left him before, and now that he got organized, she came back.
So what's happening is that you're getting to know them on a personal level.
Absolutely.
And giving them a reason to live.
Yeah.
And the reason that they relate to you must be because you served in the service as well.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people
Yeah.
in our area that are retired service members that could be doing this kind of work.
Everybody watching knows this. Whatever sector you're working in, it takes a while to build up a real trust and bond. But as soon as they see that Purple Heart up there, and they've got one.
Or that Army shirt.
Well, within seconds, when they see that Purple Heart, we're automatically bonded. Within seconds.
Well, you're all heroes. I mean, the courage to fight on behalf of all of us and to go to the faraway, dangerous places. Your families make those sacrifices. It makes sense that this organization would be here for you when you come back. So how do people reach out to you?
Well, of course, the way it works is that the wounded warriors, when they're injured, they come to Walter Reed. Make a long story short, they are interviewed, very thorough interview, and then we have a matchmaker. And the matchmaker takes that interview, and they say, like, oh, Toftoy was in the 82nd Airborne Division. He's injured from the 82nd Airborne Division. There's a good match, you know.
So what we need is we need volunteers that are from the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, everything, Coast Guard also, to volunteer and be mentors for these warriors. And to get to your website, what is your website?
Okay, I think they have it on the screen.
Wounded Warrior MP. WWMP. Thanks for watching this very special edition of the Sustainable Scoop. I'm Miriam Gennari. Back to the news desk.